Hey, what's up guys? Eduardo here for another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at how to create a shallow depth of field in your images. Alright, so what do you need in order to get a nice creamy background blur in your pictures and videos? Well, here I've made a list of 3 steps that guarantee you a background blur every time. What most people are referring to when they are talking about a fast lens is the f-stop on a lens. Pretty much any f-stop of 2.8 or greater is considered a fast lens. And the reason why those types of lenses are able to produce a shallow depth of field is because of their ability to open up and let in more light. I currently own 2 fast lenses, the Canon 50mm f1.8 and the Canon 24mm f2.8 pancake lens. But what if you don't own a fast lens? Well, the good news is that you can still create some sort of background blur with, say, a telephoto lens or even a kit lens. And I'll get into that a little later on.
You smell good.
The next step is getting close to your subject. Now, how close you get to your subject actually depends on 2 things. The first being, how do you want your subject to come out in the frame? And secondly, how close does your lens actually allow you to get? Because there are some lenses that allow you to get really close, such as a macro lens, and then there are some lenses that don't allow you to get as close. But then again, it just depends on you. How do you want your subject to come out and how close you can get? So the third and final step is to place your subject far from its background. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because when you are working with an f-stop of 2.8 or greater, that means that your focus plane or the area in focus is really short and really small. So then by having a background that's really far away and separated from your subject, that focus plane is already taken up by your subject while the background is far and extends, meaning that it blurs out and that it becomes creamy and out of focus, and then you get that nice background blur. Let me go ahead and go back to step 1, because I said that you need a fast lens, but it's not always the case, because even with a kit lens or a telephoto lens, you are still able to create a shallow depth of field. It might not be as clean or pretty or creamy as with a fast lens, but you are still able to create some sort of background that's out of focus. Say you're like in the 3.5s or 5.6, well, the thing you want to do is simply put your subject far away from you, zoom in with the lens, and then you have a background blur. You can even create a shallow depth of field with most phones these days as well, say like with an iPhone, but the effect is really minimal. So for example, here I tried doing it with my iPhone and I was able to get really close up to the subject. As you can see, it was okay. It was, it wasn't no DSLR, bokeh, background blur effect, but if you're on the go and you just want to take better pictures, you can definitely try it out with a phone. But alright guys, that's gonna do it for my video here today. If you guys enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, if you liked it, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. I have many other videos on there and more videos to come. And also if you're curious by any of the equipment that I used here today, go ahead and check the description below. I have links to where you can find the camera, the light, the microphone that I'm using, and everything else. But anyways, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you next time. See ya.